For past 20 plus years, I have been building large applications for Fortune companies. And in past few months, I have been trying a lot of AI coding, vibe coding based tools and have built multiple applications as a solo developer all by myself. And frankly speaking, nowadays with the AI coding, anybody can build an application with no coding experience required. But if you don't have a right architecture or coding framework, then you may end up building something which is not useful or build something which is full of garbage code and doesn't do what you expect it to do. So today I'm going to share my 5-step workflow which you can use to build AI apps faster. So whether you are a solo developer, AI startup founder, or just someone who's curious about AI coding, this video is for you. So make sure you stay all the way till the end so that you can understand this process end to end and see how you can build apps yourself today. Now let's dive into this 5-step process. So step 1 is market research. Now whether AI coding or a regular coding, there's no point in building an application which nobody wants. So make sure you are doing a proper market research to build something which customers are really wanting. You can use ChatGPT and other tools, even Perplexity, to do research, find out what's the demand, what kind of features people are looking for, what are the problems they are sharing before starting building. You can also, see places, for example, like App Store, which are the top application or which are the top the paid application which you want to replicate and make a cheaper or freer version. um, or you can run Facebook ads to see whether people are really interested or not, and have some kind of a sign up wait list. And if people are showing interest signing up for wait list, then you know that yes, people really want this app, and then you can get started. Now step number 2 in this workflow is design. Now trust me, design matters most than most developers think. There's no point in building an app with a great backend and functionality if the UI design looks clunky and it's not user friendly. That's why one should bring design at the front of the process. So there are a lot of design tools available like Figma, and other AI based tools have also come up, which you can use, provide prompt, and create a beautiful design. Nowadays, you can use ChatGPT and other apps also to come up with a mock-up designs, and then either you can integrate these design directly with your coding tool, or you can take a screenshot and upload. Another thing which you can do is take screenshot of your competitor and provide that as a reference to your vibe coding tool when you're building app, so that it can get idea and build something. So when you start vibe coding, right, so it's very important that you start first with design, build the outer structure, how look and feel, and even get feedback from folks before building any functionality or logic behind it. So step 3 in this workflow is providing the right prompt. Quality of your AI application depend on the quality of input prompt you provide. So if you provide a one like or generic prompt like, hey, build me an app on say habit tracking, then it may build something, but it may be very generic and not have all the functionality you need. But if you provide a prompt like, hey, build me a Node.js app for habit tracking with front end looking like this and back end use MongoDB, and it should have certain rules and more details you provide, right, then it becomes a stronger prompt. And your AI coding tool will be able to provide something which really works. You may be thinking that, hey, I don't know how to create a prompt, what do I do about it? So don't worry, we have things like ChatGPT, Perplexity, where you can type in first your general statement and say, hey, create me a prompt which I can use with my vibe coding tool or AI coding tool, and then ChatGPT will create a detailed prompt for your one line, two line statement, and then you can review that prompt, provide it input, and improve the. Another thing which you can do is you can ask ChatGPT or any LLM you're using that, hey, I want to build an app for say habit tracking. Ask me questions which will help you in creating a right prompt for this application. In this way, LLM will ask you relevant question which will help in making your prompt stronger or comprehensive. So for a good prompt, make sure you are specific, you're providing clear direction. You can also ask it to act as a particular expert, act as if you have 15 years of experience in building this and provide me something, right? Now, step 4 of the workflow is build one component at a time. So this is a big mindset change which you need when you're building apps using AI. Start building a component at a time. So let's say you are building an app for, say, habit tracker. In that, if you give all the information in one go and ask the AI to build analytics and whatnot, then it may or may not build what exactly you need. But if you go step by step, that okay, first build me a sign up page, so anybody will be signing up. Make sure it is working right. Then the next home page, what do you want to see? What should be in the dashboard? Then build one by one, step by step functionality. This way, AI will be generating more cleaner and to the point code, and it will be easier to debug the code also later. Another advantage is it also provides you a momentum. So when you build one component, it's working fine, and you get kind of a quick win. It helps you in moving along. But if you try to build everything in one go and nothing is working, then you really get frustrated and you don't know what to do. And finally, what you may end up doing is just junk the whole project and start from scratch. Uh, Instead, it's always better to think of your whole project as a multiple components. Start building one component at a time and then complete it all the way to the end. Now, for step 5 in this framework is choose a AI tool based on your strength. This is one thing which many people overlook, especially when they are building a product using AI. They end up choosing something which is like popular or everybody is talking about. Instead, you should focus on tools and platform which you understand, you are comfortable with. Now, currently, if you look at AI tools today, there are two major type of products. One is like the browser-based product like Lovable, Replit, where you just type in a command and the tool will create everything for you. And another is like Cursor and Windsurf, where you download a integrated development environment, you set it up on your laptop, and then you take help from AI in making changes, and you can also do coding yourself. Now, if you are someone who has no coding experience, then I'll suggest you go with tools like Lovable or Replit. And between that also, if you have experience in using Lovable, then I'll say like stick with it. Don't try to use something new like maybe Bolt. Um, Second thing, if you are a hands-on developer and you're using things like Cursor or Windsurf, in that case, when you are building an app, you provide AI instruction that build an app on this technology. For example, if you are comfortable with Python, ask AI to create on Python, so that tomorrow, if or later if you face any issue, you are able to debug it yourself. So there's no need for you to build an app on some technology which you have never used yourself, um, and get stuck. Rather than stick with your strength. So thanks for staying all the way to the end. So some of the free resources which you can use, and I have dropped a link below. First is a complete course on AI agents, which will help you in learning AI agents and how you can automate most of your tasks. And another resource is like major tips and tricks related to ChatGPT. It'll help you in using ChatGPT and other LLMs to fullest. So I hope you were able to learn something from this video. And if there's anything you would like us to discuss, then please leave a comment below. So please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, and we'll see you next time.